Hello, my name is Mrs. Virginia Player, and I'm going to give you a tutorial on how to do APA-style in-text citations, in addition to creating an APA-style bibliography for your MYP Science essays at Discovery College. So you'll notice here that I've got the start to a Criterion D MYP Science essay. I've got my title there. My first paragraph introduces the problem which is to be solved. In this case, the problem is vitamin A deficiency, which I've already included an in-text citation to here at the end. The APA style in-text citation is always in the format of bracket, author, comma, year that the article was published, or the resource was published, close bracket. When I use this information to create any of what I put into the essay, whenever I use another source, I have to make sure that I don't plagiarize the source. So in general, no more than four words should be lifted from a source that's copied and pasted from a source directly without changing it into your own language. In the second paragraph here, I've got an introduction to the solution to vitamin A deficiency, the identified problem. The solution is golden rice, which is genetically modified rice to treat vitamin A deficiency in developing nations. So where I found this information for this second paragraph was actually from Wikipedia. Now, I know that you are not you're not supposed to quote Wikipedia directly, because Wikipedia is an encyclopedic article, and the article uses many different sources of information, and so you need to quote the source of information directly by looking at the sources that Wikipedia uses. So in this case, in my second paragraph, I used this information right here. Of course, again, changing it into my own words, right? No more than 4 words copied and pasted together. Now, where did Wikipedia get this information? Well, they use their own type of in-text citations. They use numerical in-text citations. That's not the kind of in-text citations that we use. We need to use APA style. However, we can figure out where this source is. So I click on that source and I find that it's here. It takes me down to the references, and I click on this link, which takes me to the source directly. And I find out that this is from an article in a journal. The journal is Science AAAS, which stands for, I believe it's, let's see here, American Association for the Advancement of Science. Okay, and I see the abstract down below. I can click on this and view the full text if I want to. The authors of this article are listed up here in order of contribution. So, how do I cite this source? Well, I want to go back to my essay, and where I want to put my in-text citation, I just place my cursor, and I go to my toolbox, click on my toolbox, and I want to make sure that I click on the double books here. That's the place where I do my citations. And I look at the drop-down menu at top, and I select APA. Now you see that I already have my first in-text citation listed up here. That's that first one from the first paragraph. I want to add another one, so I click on this plus button. And at the top menu, I want to select the most appropriate source type. In this case, it is an article in a journal, so I select that. The author, now there's many different authors, right? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 authors. So I want to put them all in there. But I can shortcut it by just putting the abbreviation of their first name, but making sure I get the last name. Okay, so I'll type that all in. Okay. I got all the authors in there. The title, I can copy and paste. Engineering the provitamin A, beta-carotene biosynthetic pathway into carotenoid-free rice endosperm. So copy and paste. The journal name is Science, AAAS. The year that it's published, you can go back to the article, you see that it's published January 14th, 2000. It's volume number 287, issue number 5451, and page number 303 to 305. So I put that information in. Okay, and it looks like I'm good to go. There's some other boxes here that I could fill in. However, I only have to fill in what is starred. And select OK, and you see that it pops up as a citation in my citation toolbar, in addition to popping up as an in-text citation with the first author's name listed, comma, and then the year that it's published. All right, I'm just going to close my citations toolbox. It's not going to erase them. It's still stored, but I'm just getting it out of my way for now. Now I complete my essay, making sure that I've got in-text citations peppered all the way throughout as appropriate. In the completion of my essay, I'm making sure that I'm describing the science to solve the problem, in this case describing the science of golden rice to solve the problem of vitamin A deficiency and how it works, how effective it is, and evaluate a factor or an unintended consequence. The IB defines that as IB, moral, ethical, social, etc. And then I want to create my bibliography. So let's just pretend that I finished my essay and I'm ready to generate my bibliography. I'm going to go to the end, the very last page, and I want to put my bibliography on its own page. So how do I do this? I click on Document Elements, and over here in the References section, I make sure that it's selected on APA. I click Bibliography. Okay, select again Bibliography, and bam, it's all there in order of in-text citation and done in APA style format. Pretty easy. When I'm creating my essay and I'm looking at my resources, especially when it comes to biotechnology, because there's so much pseudoscientific stuff out there, you want to make sure that you do the CRAP test, which stands for C-R-A-P, currency, reliability, authority, and purpose. You can look this up on your own and just see what that's about, but just make sure that your information is trustworthy. Okay, this concludes the tutorial. I hope that you learned from it, and if you have any questions, then please feel free to contact me or your science teacher.